Hello, NABJ Special Honors Committee co-chairs. Welcome to the Detroit chapter of the National Association of Black Journalists. I'm Vicki Thomas, the chapter president and city beat reporter for WWJ CBS Radio Detroit. Sit back and relax as we take you inside of DC NABJ 2010. You will see for yourselves how last year was amazing and action-packed for the chapter after several years of being inactive. The torch was passed to me from immediate past president Andrew Humphrey, who really laid the groundwork for the chapter's strong comeback. It's my hope that what you will see and hear will erase any doubt in your minds that DC NABJ deserves Chapter of the Year honors. We kicked off the year with author and Pulitzer Prize-winning columnist Leonard Pitts hosting a reception in his honor following his reading and book signing at the historic Detroit Public Library. It was a standing room only crowd in the auditorium as participants followed along with Leonard as he read from his latest novel. Next, an event we called A Conversation with Robin Stone held at the Charles Wright Museum of African American History. The New York journalist and Detroit native talked about the life of her late husband, Gerald Boyd, and the scandal that rocked the New York Times. The chapter also co-sponsored the digital television report national tour on the stop at Wayne State University. One of the events that resulted in the chapter getting headlines from across the country and TV news coverage locally was our town hall meeting on fair and balanced media coverage. The event resulted from a Dateline NBC report on Detroit. The lopsided report left many Detroiters outraged, and DC NABJ responded by engaging NBC, which prompted them to send a representative to Detroit to take part in the discussion. DC NABJ co-sponsored the Journalism That Matters conference at Wayne State University and put on our first annual photo auction, which was held in the lobby of CompuWare's world headquarters in downtown Detroit. The event raised money to support our Robert McGruder Scholarship, and his widow attended the event. Another event that put DC NABJ in the news was the 13th District Congressional Candidates Debate. It was the only debate for that hotly contested seat held at that time by now ousted Congresswoman Carolyn Cheeks Kilpatrick, mother of the city's disgraced former mayor, Kwame Kilpatrick. All the media outlets covered the event, and some provided live coverage via streaming. Our biggest and most ambitious community service project resulted in the chapter teaming up with Arise Detroit, an organization founded by former Detroit News executive Luther Keith. Each year, he organizes the Arise Detroit's Neighborhoods Day that spans the entire city. The chapter put together 3 teams that crisscross Detroit, videotaping and interviewing participants at more than 50 events held that day. The video will be produced for a forum and community screening this year. The chapter held a Sunday brunch for members and non-members at the Time Inc. house. It was hosted by Time reporter Stephen Gray, who lived in the home purchased by Time to conduct its year-long Detroit project. Focused on starting the year strong and wrapping up 2010, the chapter held its first board retreat at Motor City Casino. And don't let the location fool you, we really did get down to business, with committee chairs presenting plans for the new year. Our regional director Keith Reed joined us via Skype to talk about a host of topics to help move the chapter forward. I, along with board member Alicia Nails, hosted a workshop on diversity at Michigan State University as it celebrated 100 years of journalism. DC NABJ co-sponsored a Google 101 class for journalists, which was similar to the workshop conducted at the National Convention in San Diego. We honored our 2010 Bill Black Internship and Scholarship winner, Marquise Herring, a journalism student at Wayne State University. He received a $500 award after completing an internship at WWJ CBS Radio. And lastly, we extended a helping hand to our colleagues caught up in the economic crunch. We held our second annual Show the Love fundraiser in conjunction with the Detroit chapter of the Society of Professional Journalists. In 2010, we gave out over $1,500 in grants to out-of-work journalists. In 2010, I made a point of hosting our monthly meetings at all the major media outlets, and I'm happy to say that we did not visit the same location twice during the year. Some of the speakers who joined us include Detroit Mayor Dave Bing, City Council President Charles Pugh, who's also a former journalist, and the Detroit Public Schools Emergency Financial Manager Robert Bobb. Our membership nearly doubled in 2010, with an average of 25 to 30 members attending our monthly meetings. As you can see, our members have worked extremely hard, and we believe we have earned Chapter of the Year honors. Thank you for your time, and we look forward to seeing you in Philly.